This is a video from Bear Independent. It is an update on what's going on in Tennessee. He runs a business called Grindstone Ministries that deploys during hurricanes and tornadoes and other natural disasters. If you want to give money for people hurt by this hurricane, this is where I suggest you would give your money or resources or time. Take a listen.
We are good on volunteers right now. After the 14th of October, we will need more volunteers. So if you want to come serve, you email serve@grindstoneministries.com. Serve@grindstoneministries.com. What do you need? Blah, 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 blah. All that is on the website at grindstoneministries.com. So go check that out. Please do not email me or social media me links, questions, any of that. All of that goes to grindstoneministries.com. I'm up here at the strategic level trying to figure all this stuff out. So, and especially sending me videos. Bear, you got to watch this video. No, I didn't have to watch that shit beforehand. I definitely don't have the time or the literal bandwidth to watch it now. Okay, so please don't do that. What else? The situation in Western Tennessee, as far as governance is concerned, is good. TEMA, Tennessee Emergency Management Agency, is not confiscating supplies. Okay? They're relocating supplies, many of which were located in school. Schools are starting back in 9 days. Can't have school in a building filled with supplies. So those supplies are being relocated to Bristol Motor Speedway by Tennessee Emergency Management Agency. That's intentional. TEMA is working with Grindstone to disperse those goods, those supplies as needed. But we have to know what we have, which is why they're going to Bristol so they can be inventoried, and because there's enough room at Bristol to hold everything, then be pushed back out. They're not being confiscated, they're being moved. That being said, the stuff that is at churches is being left alone because churches already function as a volunteer resource center and as a distribution center. So there's a lot of bullshit on the internet about they're confiscating things, put them in the churches, they can't go in the churches. We're not confiscating things on the Tennessee side. Again, separate Tennessee from North Carolina. Nothing is being confiscated. It's being relocated so it can be inventoried, so it can be pushed back out into the community. And we don't need to relocate anything from churches because they have the space to hold it, and they already have the network of people to push it out into the community as needed. So that's all good. On the North Carolina side, things are very, very different. FEMA appears to have established a cordon around the disaster-affected area, and they are not, by and large, letting supplies in, because of declared emergency doesn't exist in North Carolina, which people have gone back and forth, the why and the legalities and the morals and ethics of that, but because it doesn't exist, the sheriff in each county is still the highest elected official, which is good, which means the sheriff can tell people to pound sand, and in many cases they have told people to pound sand, people being FEMA. And so supplies are getting in drips and drabs. Grindstone has established what we are calling the Ho Chi Musk Trail to literally, on our backs if necessary, bring Starlinks from Tennessee into North Carolina behind enemy lines. We also have helos. We're also working on craft boats, and we will need barges as well. This is literally sea, air, and land at this point. There are critical needs as far as supplies and infrastructure are concerned. There is an Amazon wish list. I don't love giving Jeff Bezos money, but all of the things that we need, or most of the things we need, can be found on Amazon, and it aggregates. And so if you want to pour in that way, you can visit Amazon and just search for Grindstone Ministries, and you'll find the Grindstone's wish list that it's being updated, populated regularly. If you go on there and everything's sold out, check back a half a day or a day later. More things will be posted there as needs arise. North Carolina is a shit show. North Carolina is bad. And so we are running cross-border operations against the recommendation of Pete Buttigieg and the FAA, Aviation Authority, and whoever else don't care for the preservation of life. There are people over there that need help. So we're doing that. So FEMA confiscating supplies going to illegals may, based upon the current intel picture, may, not is, but may be happening on the North Carolina side. It is not happening on the Tennessee side, which is why our FOB is in Tennessee. And we're Grindstone. We're a nationally registered 501c3. This is our 46th deployment and not our first rodeo. And so we have the same authority as the American Red Cross, and we are actually out there, boots on the ground, getting stuff done. That being said, this storm and the response to this storm are both unprecedented. The scope of this, the scale of this is massive. It's unheard of. And we've been there now 9 days. We are in the 9th day of the Great American Captivity. We're going to need more volunteers. We're going to need more supplies. We're going to need more resources for months and months and months. And the way the media cycle works is nobody's already talking about this at a national media level. And those that are talking about this at the media level will be moved on to something else in a couple of weeks. So please don't forget us. That being said, if you have a following, if you are a content creator, or if you are with a media outlet, reach out, surf at grindstoneministries.com and put media in the subject line. You are welcome at our FOB. You are welcome to go out and report and push this information out, because part of what is happening is an information blackout on this entire situation, probably for one or more reasons. One is the federal government is not doing anything about this. They don't have the money. They've blown their budget for disaster on bringing militant illegal criminals across our southern border. And that's blowing up in Kamala's face, and so they're not talking about it. The other is, it very really looks like, I cannot confirm, but it very really looks like there is an attempt at a federal land grab in western North Carolina going on right now, due to the criticality of the infrastructure that's located there, specifically certain types of mines that produce certain types of product. Which rumor, maybe not, mining permits on September 24, 2004 were submitted by BlackRock for these areas that were then hit by a storm. I can't confirm that, and it doesn't change the situation on the ground. But there's a media blackout on this intentionally. That's why they don't want Starlinks into North Carolina. But as a result of no Starlinks into North Carolina, people are dying, because without commo, there's no logistics. Without logistics, you can't win the war. So that's a little bit of an update from the field. Please visit grindstoneministries.com. Please do not contact me on social media. I already have extremely limited bandwidth, literal and figurative. Reach out to serve@grindstoneministries.com. Expect from this channel maybe some disruption as far as the frequency of posting is concerned, because I literally don't have the bandwidth. It is not possible for me to upload videos, to go live. Lastly, we've had some people from certain assemblies in certain parts of the world reach out to us wanting to come and donate their time, and these assemblies know who they are. I'll just say this. I am in no way friends with anybody that harbors pedophiles or tolerates the presence of pedophiles in their congregations, and you know exactly who you are. And we know exactly who you are. And so I would appreciate it if you just stay your happy ass home. Fuck around and find out. That being said, I love every one of y'all, and I'll see you when I see you. Shalom.